Movie fans and fight fans of all ages. Let's get ready to rumble!
Fight!
Good evening, hello, bon voyage, what up, everyone? Wait, is bon voyage goodbye, or is that hello?
I don't know. But we're on a boat, motherfucker.
Welcome to the Dummies of Horror episode, insert number here.
It's as you set off.
I think we're for 242.
So I think we're good. It's you used to express good wishes to someone as they're about to set off on a journey, and what a journey we're going to go on today.
This is gonna be an episode, man. Holy shit!
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, silent waiting for intro.
Oh, that's right. Introduction time.
Yep.
My name is Tim, and with me is the sweetest little mushroom, sweetest and most poisonous little mushroom in the world. His name is Mushroom. What up, brother?
Tasty and deadly. Yeah, what up? Waiting patiently for my time to talk, not talking any time before that.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I shouldn't have jumped in. I got excited. I'm
No.
excited
No. I'm not saying I'm sorry for that. I'm saying sorry for making you watch these two movies.
Oh, that's okay. Like, it's as you know, I'm somewhat of a connoisseur of the horrible movie, and I do like I am slowly, very very slowly working my way through the Evil Bong movies.
And
when you said I could have an episode, I was like, ooh, Puppet Master, all of them.
Yeah, that's fair, and we still need to do the Puppet Master series. I apologize.
We still do. That's okay. You know, shit happens. Life gets in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's pulling at our strings somewhere. You know. Thank you.
I like that Metallica reference.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
So, all right. Welcome to the Dummies of Horror. We are the show that comes to you bi-weekly that teaches a thing or two to the dumbest little guy about the genre we love, horror. And on this episode, we are back with our favorite type of episode, which is the horror versus horror. And we usually do like, what's the best blah, blah, blah. Not on this episode, because
not today, Satan.
We are replacing the word best with the word worst.
Which we are much, much more familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Like, when I was studying on what films to do for this episode, there was a few I could pick from. So I feel like this is going to be the worst of part one.
Yeah, that's fine. And I feel like with these movies, we've really got an example of my, like, kind of two categories of shit movie.
Okay.
But we'll get into it.
We'll expand on that later. Dude, I got to tell you right now that, we're doing Birdemic versus Troll 2. And...
oh my god!
That Troll 2. I got to tell you, man, like, the movies... We'll talk about the movies later, and they're as they are, but what I read in trivia about one of these movies just made me enjoy the movie so much more.
Just may shock you.
It's-
Find out.
Yeah. Some of the trivia for one of these movies in particular is bonkers. Not like raw bonkers.
Okay.
Not like people got mauled to death by lions or anything, but...
like, yeah, they just, like, put some cameras near some lions and we're kind of like, movie?
Yeah, exactly. But no, this is going to be fun. We're going to decide which is the worst film between Troll 2 and Birdemic.
And we're also just we're gonna define what we mean by worst as well.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I need to, because I need some parameters, because like sometimes worst means the most enjoyable, or worst means just literally it's just bad, like it's unwatchable.
Okay, so you're going in the
what I mean?
more it's so bad it's good camp, where I'm talking
I'm going what has the least entertainment value.
Well, yeah, that's one of the questions. So
Okay.
yeah, it will be. I don't know. I've got my answers, but I'm curious to see where you hold up. So it's going to be I reckon it's going to be a tough fight, this one.
It's gonna be a bird bath.
It is. I'll tell you what, though. If I hear one more gunshot sound in my life, I'm going to shoot someone.
Fucking bird screeches, dude. Anyway.
Anyway, so we've got the usual fucking horror show for you. We're going to be talking about some movies that I got to watch. We've got a found footage film that I got a chance to see.
Nice.
And then we're going to wrap it up with some questions from our fellow patrons. So,
The questions?
Yeah.
No, that's not what it's called. Yeah.
I don't know. We have to make a segment. Some people want the question of the week back.
P's and Q's.
Okay. That sounds
Gotta
dirty,
mind 'em.
but okay. Yeah, so some people want the question of the week back.
Okay. I mean, like, we can. Why don't we have people send in their question of the week?
I would love that. Therefore, I don't have to do as much work.
Because then it's like, well, you already asked this. It's like, yeah, but like Trucker Trent didn't ask this already. All right.
Don't talk to me about Trucker Trent. I'm mad at him right now.
You and your little NWO thingy.
Yeah, that's right. He wants to join forces with fucking Scott Crawford. And don't get me started on Scott Crawford at the moment. Oh.
I would never.
Good.
Yeah, I'm you know, I'm out of all of it, you know, like I'm just who didn't really play? DDP? Is that me? Am I DDP?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was gonna say Sting, but Sting was in the red one.
Yeah, he was in the Wolfpack, yeah. Yeah, DDP or Goldberg.
Yeah, I'm Goldberg.
Okay, I want to be Goldberg. Fuck you.
Jacking off people. That's what he did, right?
Yeah, sure.
Jackknife and...
Well, speaking about what movies that we've got to watch lately, that's all I've been doing for the past fucking 2 weeks is watching wrestling. But let's talk about what horrors have we done.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What horrors have you done?
Did I just hear that you say you did a horror?
I did do a horror. Also, does delving into the depths of hell count as a horror?
Yeah.
Fighting demons.
Wait, are you talking about Dungeons and
Raising
Dragons?
the dead. No, I mean, I did that. I do that every week, mostly.
Okay.
But I meant Diablo 4.
The new game.
Oh, yeah.
Right. How is
I
it?
mean, that's sort of horror themed. It's good. It's another, and you know, like it's another ARPG. So like, run around, clicking on shit, getting shit, making builds. Been good so far. I bought the too expensive edition, so had some early access fun. Running a necro and a rogue, both going pretty well. I haven't finished the campaign yet. Almost on the necro, but we'll get there. But yeah, it's good. Lots of blood, lots of demons.
Okay. So
Lots of
that's
exploding.
what are you playing on? Are you playing on that on PS5 or?
Playing it on the PC at the moment.
Okay. You and your many consoles that you can choose from.
But all of them. But it does have crossplay, so I could play on PlayStation if I wanted to.
With the same game?
Yeah.
Or would you
I'm having it. Yeah, so you can have progression, so you like cross progression, so you can like sign into
Oh, that's cool.
PlayStation and keep playing from there, and then jump on your PC and play from there, and then
Wow.
Maybe one day it'll come to the Switch. I don't know, and then play from there. But
That's crazy.
yeah. So it's good like that. I've been trying to get it run on my Steam Deck, but I need to get like a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard for that thing. But
You are speaking another language to me, man. I have no
that's
idea.
okay. Some people might. Scott might know. I don't know. He's having sex more now, so maybe he doesn't. But like, some people will know. But I did another horror. But I'll let you go first. I feel like that counts as one.
Okay, all right. I've honestly only got 3 this week.
That's okay. I've only got the 2, so
Okay.
I'm fucking
Yeah, like as I said, I've been watching a lot of wrestling the past 2 weeks. So if you want to know
What have you been watching? What's been out?
with wrestling or horror?
Like what happened? Wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. We had WWE went to Saudi Arabia again for Night of Champions. Woo! And then AEW had their pay-per-view, Double or Nothing.
Nice. Was it good? What's your ratings of those two? Just or is that spoilers? Listen to the wrestling show.
I'll give a thumbs up to both shows, but if you want my in-depth review, yeah, go listen to
Listen
Dummies
to
of Wrestling. If you're a wrestling
basically give the kind of like final point of your wrestling show.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so I'll start off with this. What horror have I done?
Sure.
I was a guest on friends of ours show called Bede versus the Living Dead with our friends Bede and Marcy from the Super Network. Bede has his own show called Bede versus the Living Dead, where
I've seen it pop up.
Yeah, his entire show is he reviews everything Night of the Living Dead. And apparently, according to Bede, I didn't know this, but Night of the Living Dead is the most remade film ever in history.
I was going to say, is there a lot of specifically just Night of the Living? I guess there's enough to do a whole fucking show on it.
He's on episode 15. We just did episode 15, and he reckons he has enough content to last him until next year. That's telling you how much Night of the Living Dead has been redone, reimagined, like books as well. There's just fucking heaps of shit, apparently.
God, it's almost like zombie shit's oversaturated.
Yeah, right. So he invited me on that show, and we watched a movie called
Night of the Living Dead.
No. It was called Rebirth. I'm pretty sure. Let me just I watched the fucking movie and I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure it was called Rebirth. Give me a second. Yes, it was Rebirth. Yep, from Jesus Christ, 2014 or something like that. Basically, it's a remake of Night of the Living Dead with some differences. So, for example, one of the differences is the character of Barbara, was who, like, is the titular, well, not titular, she was the main character in the movie. They're coming to get you, Barbara, all that stuff. She's replaced with a
Dog.
A gay person. A gay male guy.
Like a gay postman.
Yeah. Except he's not a postman.
He's just a man.
Yeah. Look, man, if you want my thoughts on the movie as a whole, go and listen to Bede versus the Living Dead. But I will say right now that I was being as positive and as friendly and trying to be as good as I can with that review that I didn't really give my real thoughts on the movie. I will just say, I think you can skip Rebirth from 2020. But I will say this: it's a low budget film. made for like $12,000, was shot over the course of 4 years, and it's really low budget. If you want to watch a Night of the Living Dead remake, watch the Tom Savini one. To be brutally honest,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, look, Bede and Marcy, they liked it a lot more than I did. There were some elements that were cool. There were some elements that I did like, but overall, I mean, IMDb, it's got a 2.5 out of 10.
But go check out that show for a more in-depth discussion.
Yeah, do that. So that's Rebirth from 2020. All right, I'm curious to know what horror you have done.
I watched my I don't know. Let me check. It's up there though. I watched Renfield.
Yay! Is this like your 10th horror film for the year?
Maybe.
Are you checking the actual number?
Yeah. No, I've watched way more than that. I've watched 11 films this year.
Is that including Renfield or? Oh, Jesus.
Look, I'm gonna have to have like a cram month or something.
Yeah.
I've got a list.
Your November's gonna be stacked.
Yeah, look, alright, we might have to do a mid-year Fuck, it is mid-year. Fuck, it's June. Fuck. Okay, look, I know I'm a horror podcaster. Yes, I've only seen 11 horror films this year. Of this year, though. But, you know, I think it's the big ones. Like, it's like Scream and Winnie the Pooh and Cocaine Bear and Knock at the Cabin. I think I've got, I think at Pope's Exorcist, and then I'm pretty much hit all the big hitters.
Have you? Yeah, okay.
Maybe Skinamarink, just an infinity pool, just to round it out, probably.
You really want to watch Skinamarink?
I don't want to, but I feel like I should.
Dude, I've tried to watch Skinamarink 4 times now, and I cannot finish it. And I think I've come to the conclusion that, you know what, I don't need to watch it. Everyone that I've listened to who I take their advice has said it's fucking horrible. So I don't know if I should bother. But, I mean, I do need a worse film for the year.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And or maybe there'll be something, because, like, maybe I'll just be like, man, this was so scary. Like, that time the thing moved for a second. Oh, yeah. But I don't think I pay enough attention to that shit. I think I'm going to be on my phone, dude. But,
yeah, exactly.
Hey, we'll see. But, yeah, if this is my current ranking, which I think it is, yeah, I'm gonna pop that there, right on the top. For now.
Skinamarink or Renfield?
No, Renfield.
Okay, we're back on the Renfield chat. Okay.
Spoiler free, because everyone should go see it. But oh my god, everyone! Can I just say, everyone is fantastic. Cage is particularly fantastic, but so is Awkwafina, so is Nicholas Hoult, so is like fucking Ben Schwartz is so fucking funny in it.
Yep.
Again, thank you for not telling me anything.
Yeah.
I will just say the prosthetic work is so good. So disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, so gross. Like, the bit, like, where, like...
Yeah.
Like, fucking finish him, right? Like, so good. I don't want to say anything else about it. It was super fucking funny, super fucking gory. Just had this weird, sort of almost like cheery tone to it as well. Mm-hmm. Like a bubbly tone, but was also gory and hilarious and scary.
Yeah.
Like, it was everything that I want in a movie that shouldn't work. which are just my kind of favorite movies. And yeah, so kicking down the cocaine bear to the second spot. It's taking my number one. I honestly can't wait to watch it again.
I had a feeling that you would dig it. I really did, and
even just the like kind of moral of the like, even though it's hokey and shit, like the whole like abusive relationship.
Yep.
Yeah. Like type shit. That was like really deep, and actually like it had a really solid emotional through line.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was fucking Kirkman.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I think he produced it or wrote it or something.
Okay.
He popped up and I'm like,
That makes sense now.
okay. Yeah, he wrote it. It's a Kirkman story. It's his script.
There you go. See, this is why when I reviewed it on last week's show, I was kind of really vague with it. And when I finished that show, I was like, I wish I said more stuff about it. But I'm glad I didn't, because going in...
No, thank you.
Yeah. Going into the movie...
I still feel like I'm being just vague enough too. It's produced by Skybound.
Who are you?
Okay, so... back in the 90s, comic writers wanted more money, right? Because Marvel and DC were basically not paying the writers fuck all. Sound familiar? And so what they did was a bunch of them started their own company called Image. So that was like Jim Lee, Kirkman, fucking Spawn dude, Todd McFarlane. Mm-hmm. Like, they all started their own company, and the whole point of Image was you can make characters based on whatever you want. Like, you make up your own characters, and you basically own the rights and the production stuff and everything for those characters. So, Skybound was sort of Robert Kirkman's Image company. So, like... everything Skybound, like Skybound Games, Skybound Productions, is like all the Walking Dead, all the Invincible stuff. So all of that is like under the Skybound umbrella.
Right.
So like it's sort of his production company. Like Jim Lee went and became the head of DC, so he took everything and like absorbed it into DC. McFarlane still does stuff under, like it's all under Image, but it's like sort of like headline Image and like second sort of thing is like their own production companies, and Skybound was his. What was Kirkman's?
Look at you teaching me something.
Yeah, just it's more comic books than horror, but I guess Walking Dead's sort of a horror comic book, so
yeah, and like Spawn's got some horror elements to it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's funny you brought up Spawn actually, because you just reminded me of something. This is kind of...
I also loved that Teddy's name in the credits was Tedwood.
Wait, sorry, before we get to what I was going to say, what would you give Renfield out of 10?
9.5.
Wow. Okay. So you liked it more than me. Very good. Okay, well, something happened to me at work yesterday, actually, that I can talk about on the show. So I was having lunch at work, and my boss was speaking to me.
Sounds like you.
I'm a hard worker, how dare you. My boss was talking to me about something, I don't know what we're talking about, watching something.
It was hour 3 of my lunch break.
Yeah, shut up. And then my boss goes, oh, that's right, I've got something to show you. And he just runs out of the lunchroom to his office, and he comes back with this fucking, like, crate of toys. And I'm like...
I love toys.
What is this? And he just starts pulling them out, and he goes, look at this, and they're all, like, Spawn toys. Most of them are Spawn toys. Like the...
That's so cool.
The fucking, like...
The McFarlane one. Yeah.
Heaps of them. And then he pulls out more, and they're, like, Sin City toys. And then randomly he just pulls out... Huh?
Like, what are they from? What are they...
So me and him are similar, as in, like, he used to collect all this stuff, much like I do now. And
Yeah.
he totally forgot he had all these, and he was cleaning out his garage. And he
Yeah.
goes, "Do you want them?" And I'm like, yeah, but, like, don't you want them? He's like, I've forgotten about them for years, so I'm either going to throw them out, or I'd rather give them to you, because I know they're going to go to a good place. So now I've just got, like, a crate of, like, Spawn toys and Sin City toys. Like, they're all, the only problem is they're all out of the box. But
I don't care. I fucking unboxed my shit anyway.
do you? Oh, man, I don't.
Yeah. I do. I love it. I like posing them and putting them up and stuff. And
Yeah, okay. These ones, like the Spawn toys, have like the chains still attached, and yeah, there's heaps. There's
like the
heaps of
accessories are
different.
still all in there.
Yeah. They got like stands they can stand on, and
Dude, I just like fucking. So I've wanted these for ages. I'll go show you. It's stupid. You got a second?
yeah, of course you can show me.
Okay.
This is gonna be great.
But yeah, keep talking. I mean, you're not gonna be able to. No one else is gonna be able to see it. But
And he walks away. Yeah, so I've just got like a box of fucking Spawn toys. There's probably about 10 Spawn toys, and Sin City, which I've never seen Sin City before either. And he tells me that I need to watch it.
Sin City's fucking fantastic.
Everyone tells me that. I don't know why I didn't watch it.
It's great. You'd like it. But okay, so they re-released these a while ago, but I was always like, they're always like really expensive. And I was like, and I never had them as a kid. Well, I had some of them.
Yeah.
Most of them actually, but like all the shit got lost. Anyway, they went on sale on like Pop Culture or something for like $60 each or some shit.
Yeah.
And so I bought the, like, I don't know if you can see it, but the Turtles Party Van.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, it's so fucking cool, man.
Wait, was that $60?
Yeah. It wasn't much.
That's actually pretty good for the size of it.
I got this thing, which I was holding off because it was like $150 for ages. Which is like the whole fucking,
Oh, wow.
of like the old school, like 1990s
That is cool.
fucking Turtles action figures. So it's like, it's literally all four Turtles and Shredder and Splinter, and it was like $60. And I was like,
Holy shit.
'cause I've still got them somewhere, but like, you know, I've lost all the fucking size and all the
all the accessories.
like all that shit. And so yeah, I'm totally gonna open these and lose all the shit again, but like,
Why?
Yeah.
Don't open them.
I know I'm so tempted to not, but I can't help myself. I love it.
I've had fucking...
But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I felt like on topic, and I know it's like dumb shit to spend your money on and stuff, but
Yeah.
man, it seriously brought me more than like $60 worth of joy when I like got them and opened
But
them and stuff.
$60 isn't bad considering one figure here in Australia costs $60.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, they're on sale for like so much, like so little.
Yeah.
Right, this probably sounds fucking terrible to everybody, and I'm not even talking to the microphone and shit, but whatever, I'm excited.
How two grown men can get excited over toys. I was in a shop that's near me, and they have like... It's basically just like a geek shop where they have Funko Pops and different things. And I go there all the time just to have a look. And there was a Predator figurine from Predator 2.
Hells yeah.
And it's so cool. And it's only one of the small ones, like 8 inches or something like that. But it was going for $80. And I'm like,
Nice.
I can't afford to spend $80 on this.
It sucks.
I know, it's so unfair, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our toy rant. Let me get onto the movies I watched.
Hells yeah. I seriously can't wait to see all those Spawn and Sin City toys when I come over next time.
Yeah, dude, I'll hopefully by when you come over, I'll have them displayed because they're all in a box.
Nice.
So all their accessories are just sitting at the bottom of the box. So I've got to figure out which goes with which, and
Oh, I could so help. Do you have clown and shit?
yeah, the
Sorry,
clown's probably
I'm already-
the best one.
And what's it called? Eviscerator or whatever his name is?
The Violator.
Violator.
I don't have him.
Oh,
I know.
Violator. Because, like, clown turns. Anyway.
But I got
book
one.
stuff.
Apparently, it's like it's
Yeah.
like the heaven version of Spawn. He's got wings.
I think I
Can't remember what it was called. But I would love them to do another Spawn movie. Apparently, they are doing one, but I've heard nothing about it. So yeah. Anyway,
Sorry.
all right. Movies I watched this week. So I got two new release movies from 2023. And
Nice.
I will say both of these movies are decent and worth a watch. One of them might not float your boat as much as it floated mine, and that will make sense because one of them is a shark movie. And
Okay, I saw a shark movie pop up on the internet where you go to borrow things.
yeah, well, it's probably the one that I'm going to speak about.
Is it Black something?
Yep, The Black Demon.
Yeah, I almost downloaded it today to watch it for like extra credit if I had time.
Okay, decide after I say this to you. So,
Okay.
The Black Demon, which came out this week, the story is oilman Paul Sturge's idyllic family vacation turns into a nightmare when they encounter a ferocious megalodon shark that will stop at nothing to protect its territory. Stranded and under constant attack, Paul and his family must somehow find a way to get his family back to shore alive before it strikes again in this epic battle between humans and nature. That is not at all what this movie's about. I mean, yes, technically it is, but there's a lot of religious talk about the shark.
Okay.
They claim it's not really a real shark, it's more of a black demon. But okay.
Okay.
So, basically, this movie's been shit on by so many people. You go on IMDb, you go to Letterboxd, and there's so many 1.5-star reviews for this movie, and I do not understand that at all. This movie is in no way, shape, or form Jaws.
1 star.
It's no way, shape, or form The Shallows. It's no way, shape, or it's not even The Meg. But
Okay.
what it's not is Sharknado. It's not Sharktopus. It's none of those Asylum type films. What I would say, this is kind of a middle of the road between Asylum products versus big Hollywood blockbusters. It's not a bad film at all. I enjoyed my time with it. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I would say this is like, let's say like The Meg is the highlight. The Black Demon would be the opener. You know?
Okay.
So,
Okay,
you got The Meg 2 coming out this year. Let's just say, I reckon, I haven't seen it, obviously, but I'm going to assume that that's going to be better. The trailer makes it look more fun. The Black Demon
Yeah, I hope so.
was decent. It was taken more seriously than The Meg was. Which leads me to a nitpick I had with the movie, and that's the amount of times you see the shark.
Yeah.
And it's not like Jaws where they hide the shark and use music to make it feel like the shark. No, a lot of this movie is characters talking and coming up with a plan.
Yep.
So I wish we saw...
We're gonna take down this shark.
Yeah, I wish there was more shark action involved. But overall, man, it's not a bad movie. I had fun with it. Me and my family watched it together. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. It's not going to be my favourite movie of the year at all. But don't listen to those people giving it a 1 star. It's not that at all.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't listen to them.
So, for you, I honestly feel like you could skip. But
I feel like I'd be bored.
yeah,
I've honestly watched too many shark movies where it's like, where the fuck is the shark? Even if you give me a shitty shark or some stock footage of sharks, which they'd love to do, just give me some shark.
I think,
If I wanted people talking the movie, I'd go see a drama.
Exactly. Yeah, look, you're not as much of a shark movie fan as I am, so I think you could skip it. I think you'd be fine with not watching it this year. But for anyone out there that enjoys shark movies, Yeah, it's not bad. I didn't hate it. So that's The Black Demon. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. The next movie I got a chance to watch is a movie called MALUM. So this is a new one that just came out in VOD the past week. Have you ever heard of a movie called Last Shift from 2014?
It's ringing bells, but I can't say definitively yes.
Basically, okay, so the premise of MALUM is a rookie police officer willingly takes the last shift at a newly decommissioned police station in an attempt to uncover the mysterious connection between her father's death and a vicious cult.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell at all?
No.
No? Okay. Basically, The Last Shift is a movie from 2014, and MALUM is a remake of The Last Shift. But what's interesting is that the director of Last Shift and the director of MALUM are the exact same person. So
he's like, I could do this better.
Pretty much, yeah. He got a bigger budget and wanted to add more and do more with this story.
Basically like the Evil Dead 2 kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly the deal. So Last Shift I enjoyed. I haven't seen it since it came out, so I barely remembered it. And I'm glad that I didn't revisit it before watching MALUM, because it might have hurt the film for me. Yeah. MALUM is a pretty intense fucking watch. Now,
do you think it's a I should check it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's definitely a movie that you should check out. If you liked Evil Dead Rise, then you'll like MALUM.
Yeah. Okay.
This is bloodthirsty as fuck. It's creepy as hell. The story for me is a bit at times all over the place that I feel I would like to rewatch it again before the end of the year. But
so is this in English?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. No subtitles for you, don't stress. Unlike the Black Demon.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no. Unlike the Black Demon, which is half in Spanish.
See.
Yeah, but MALUM, overall, man, I had a pretty good time with this. It is pretty full on, dude. You're going to see some blood.
I like blood.
You're going to see some fucked up shit.
What's fucked up shit?
This made Jell jump a few times.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, there's some creepy shit that happens.
She's getting pretty seasoned.
Yeah, she is. We'll talk about another movie in a second that made her shit herself.
Okay.
But yes. Not literally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, MALUM, I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I feel like the score can go up on a rewatch. I think the more I understand the story, I feel like it's going to go up on a rewatch, but overall, MALUM is definitely worth a watch for any people that are following along the 2023 movies this year. Go and give MALUM a chance. That's MALUM. MALUM.
MALUM.
So,
is it like anywhere that I can get it easily? Let's say it that way.
Give me a second. I don't think it's streaming.
Okay. Hey, speaking of,
yes.
Fucking finally cut off the Netflix, man.
Why?
Why? Because I'm gonna play with that no sharing shit.
Were you sharing?
Yeah.
With who?
Old roommate and my parents and I think somebody else. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I also am sick of paying $25 a month.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I can see where
as
it would
well.
get you.
And it's just the other thing is it pinged me because I'm being at my parents' place. So it was like, hey, are you sharing when I came back home? And I was like, nah, fuck this shit.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was just like, you know what? It's the most expensive of my streaming services. And they're pulling dumb shit like this.
So you can't log into someone else, some other TV.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you've got to watch it at your house.
Get fucked.
On your internet. Yeah.
What, can you say, no, I'm using another TV, or it just flat out won't let you?
It prompts you to add an extra account for $8.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So if you are, that's what it's going to do to somebody.
Well, no, because I'm going on holidays at the end of this year, and I'm going to take my thing with me so I can watch Netflix when I'm on holidays. Because the kids like to watch it when they go to sleep.
But if you go for a holiday that's longer than a month, which I doubt, but yeah, if you don't sign in once every month, it'll block your IP.
Wow.
And you have to unblock it. Yeah.
That's fucked. Speaking about Netflix, actually, I have a bit of a beef with Netflix. No pun intended.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a good Netflix show, but,
Yeah, well, that's
things are easily acquired elsewhere, and if I have to go sail them seas, I will.
Well, that's the reason I brought this up, because the TV show Beef,
Yeah.
still haven't finished it.
Really?
Netflix won't fucking let me.
What happened?
I'm on episode 8. I get 10 minutes into the episode, and Netflix just shuts down. I've done absolutely everything. I've reset the TV. I've fucking signed out of Netflix multiple times. I've done absolutely everything, and it just will not play.
That's weird.
I don't understand. I have to go. I'm going to go check one of my other TVs to see if it works on that. But yeah, because I'm dying to see what happens at the end. I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, I lost interest. I don't care anymore. But I want to know what happens at the end of Beef. So
wait,
don't spoil
side top 10. I want to see if you agree. Impromptu segment.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes top 10 horror movies. Let's see if you agree. For this year.
This year.
For this year.
Okay.
Because they're weird, and I'm like, okay. Number 10. Summoning Sylvia.
Never heard of it.
Gay bachelor party takes a spooky turn when sinister spirits are suddenly summoned when the groom's ex-military, blah, 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 blah.
No.
Number 9. The Offering.
Haven't seen it.
Number 8. Scream 6.
Okay. Number 8, alright.
Number 7. Envy's Men.
Never heard of it. So a lot of these are probably still festival runs.
Okay, they could be. Number 6. Evil Dead Rise.
At number 6, okay, interesting.
Number 5. Sick.
Wait. Really? Like it's got a red cover?
Yeah, smart, self-aware, and all too timely. This slasher, co-written by Kevin Williamson.
No,
is sick
okay, that's the sick.
in all the best ways.
Really? That's number 5 over Evil Dead?
I think this is critic score too, mind you.
Yeah.
So this is an 87%.
Okay, I don't agree with that.
87% fresh.
Okay.
Number 4, Infinity Pool at 86% fresh.
No. Look, some people liked Infinity Pool. It just was not for me, so I'm not going to get
It's on my
into
list.
it.
I'm going to get to it. Number 3, Mithrigan at 93%.
I was like, what the fuck is that? No.
Megan.
No. Megan was a very simple story that's kind of been done before. Hello, Child's Play remake, so no.
93% Rotten Tomatoes. Number 2, Attachment at 95% fresh.
Don't know it.
A possession thriller that knows the devil's in the details. Attachment scares some fresh angles out of a well-worn horror subgenre.
Okay, no.
And number 1, with a whooping 99 fresh percent. Can you guess it? You've seen it. Huesera, Le Bone Woman.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's another.
I thought,
Yeah, Husera's another one like Infinity Pool that a lot of people did enjoy. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't get into it as much. So, whatever. I don't know. I like to watch movies that enjoy me and that I enjoy. Those two movies bored me, so no.
I can't, like, even in the next 10, I can't see any that I've even heard of.
Name them.
11, They Wait in the Dark. The Forest of Death is 12. Mind Leech is 13. Daughter is 14. 15, Murder Anyone, ? You're Killing Me at 16. Swallowed at 17. 18, Unseen. 19, Stalker. 20, Followers.
Unseen and Swallowed are out now. I haven't seen either of them. But the rest, I'm going to guess that most of these are festival circuit movies that haven't been released yet.
Okay.
I don't know. Scott and Heather would be able to fucking answer that because they watch absolutely everything. And guaranteed Heather's enjoyed every one of those movies because Heather just loves everything that comes out. So
Renfield is at 33.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, just quick little detour. Last movie for you, Tim.
No, that was it. That was it.
That was it. That was the last movie. That was
Yep.
the extra bonus, what horrors all the critics have done.
Yeah, Malum and the Black Demon.
Nice.
All right. Are you ready to talk about this fucking dog shit movies?
Yeah.
Well, let's get into a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it.
This is where we fight! This is where they die! Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Round 1. Fight.
We are talking about the worst of the worst. Troll 2 versus Birdemic in a fight of pure shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alright, so the way we're going to do it is the way we always do it. We have 5 different categories here. We're going to vote which we think is the worst. And at the end, we're going to tally up those scores, and there we'll have the winner of which is the worst movie between Birdemic and Troll 2. Before we do that, Luffy has never seen either of these movies. I'm just purely guessing. No, he hasn't? Okay. For me, I've seen Troll 2 a number of times. Birdemic, I've never seen in full because I usually always turn it off. This is the first time I've watched it from start to finish.
Okay.
We'll get to my thoughts in a second because I'm just dying to hear what Luffy says. So without spoiling which you think is worse, Luffy, let's hear your thoughts on Troll 2.
Troll 2?
Yes.
Honestly, I had a blast. I really liked Troll 2. It's
Yeah.
that, like, it's that mad mix of, like, yeah, it's like the actors are bad, the story's dumb, but, like, everybody was trying at least. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was a movie.
Yep.
Because, in all honesty, I watched Birdemic and then I watched Troll 2, and it just made me like Troll 2 even more.
I did exactly the same.
And so, like, I was like, Troll 2's at least finished. Like, they finished the movie. Like, it was, like, the sound didn't want to make me rip my fucking brain out. Like, it's got those hokey moments, like the, oh my God, like all that shit. And like the kid with the head and the teeth. Like, it's a silly movie. It's dumb, like, but it gave me a giggle, you know? Like, this was, like, where I was saying, like, that kind of, like, so, it's not even, like, so bad it's good. It's, like, it is a bad movie, objectively, all that shit, but it's just kind of fun to laugh at, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, we'll get to the other one, but this one was a movie that I was, like, you know, sort of paying attention to, and the witchy chick was all kind of weird and funny, and then, like, the super long shot on the townsfolk and shit, where they're just, like, standing there. It's like, do we really need to spend this much time on this? And then they're like, Neil Gob, it's gobbling backwards.
Yeah.
Like, it's some dumb shit. And, like, I don't know. Yeah, it felt like a cheesy 80s movie or cheesy 90s movie or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you're kind of right. It was 1990, so technically 90s, but
yeah,
probably made
like,
in the 80s.
It just had that vibe to it, and it was, like, enjoyable, at least, you know?
Yeah. Look, I'm kind of right there with you.
Also,
agreement.
the little masks made me laugh, and especially the one that had eyes when none of the other ones had eyes.
Yeah, right.
It just had these, like, big dumb eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does it have eyes when none of the other ones do? Oh man, and you could tell, like, they were proper, like, your kind of people in the masks, you know?
What? No, apparently they were kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that for sure they were, like,
I mean,
little people.
they might have been a mix between midgets and children, but yeah, I know for a fact that there were actually kids playing the trolls, some of them.
Oh, okay, that's fun. I was just like, how does that kid see out of that mask?
So, okay,
Anyway.
I think we'll do trivia of Troll 2 now, because it might sway some votes.
Yeah, sure.
So, we'll get to scores at the end after we do the fight, but overall, Troll 2, for me, wasn't as bad as I remembered. It's still horrible. It is. But I did you. I watched Birdemic first, then Troll. So, but some Troll 2 trivia. The entire cast went to the casting call hoping to be extras and ended up all in lead roles.
Okay.
Director Claudio Fragasso and his wife Rosella Drudiu, who only spoke Italian, wrote the screenplay in very poor English. On set, the actors suggest they ad-lib their lines to make the dialogue sound better. Fragasso forbade that, and all of the lines had to be read as written.
That makes so much more sense.
It does, because there's a line where the brother goes to the sister, "You're genius, not you're a genius." And I was like,
Yeah.
what? Although the movie was titled Troll 2 to capitalize on the minor success of Troll from 1986, it had no connection to the plot or production of the earlier film.
I was like, where is the troll?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a
These are
second.
goblins.
The infamous, "Oh my god,"
Yep.
you know that scene, has been viewed on YouTube just over 7.1 million times as of February 2020. 2020. So it's probably doubled that.
That's mad.
For George Hardy's audition, all he did was act out his now famous line, "You can't piss on hospitality," in front of 9 smoking Italians, none of whom understood English. George was told that he got the role partially because the Italians loved the energy he put into it.
This boy full of spaghetti.
In fall of 2007, during a special screening in New York, the cast members said that during production, they had serious doubts about how the movie would work. The entire crew spoke only Italian, except for the costume designer who translated the director's directions to the actors. When Arnold... Yeah. Who apparently, the costume designer was apparently a softcore porn star from the 70s.
That's great.
The movie just gets crazier. When Arnold's the one that said, "Oh my god," when he slowly turns into a tree, Darren Elling's shoes were screwed into the base of the tree plot, allowing him to remain stationary throughout the scene. He had to stand inside the pot in his tree makeup for 14 hours.
No. So rough.
Claudio Fragasso, the director, intended a sequel to the film titled Troll 2 Part 2. Fragasso wanted... Oh my god, he wanted to shoot a promo while filming Troll 2. Joshua would run into a McDonald's, purchase a cheeseburger, scream, and then run away. The film was originally titled Goblins, but distributors in the US felt the film would not succeed on its own as a standalone project, so they insisted it be named to Troll 2, despite not having anything to do with the first movie. And last piece of trivia, which is one of the best. Director Claudio Fragassi is still angry about the film's poor reception. He crashed a cast reunion question and answer. After he was escorted out of the room, he heckled the cast from the hallway, calling them liars and dogs as they answered fan questions.
This is a bloody good one. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Birdemic.
It's a bloody good movie. You fuck off, guy.
Hey, shut up on your face.
Yeah.
All right, Birdemic. So this is your first time watching Birdemic.
Sure is. First and only, hopefully last time.
See, I thought that you might like this one.
I know enough about it to... Yeah, but it's like, again, like... It's that whole thing of that's so bad it's good, like The Room and like this, like Troll 2 and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then there's just like I'm a shit movie,
yeah,
or I'm just awful to watch. Like it was just lots of talking and just like shitty. Like, it was so bad, I was like, are they trying to make it this bad?
Yeah, that's what I had questioned.
Do you know what I mean? Like I know Velocipasta and stuff, like, that was the joke, that it's a bad movie. Like, they love bad movies and they're trying to...
But at the same time, they're somewhat entertaining.
Yeah. And so it was funny, like, it had jokes, sort of... around that and shit, but whereas I feel like just this was like not like it was like it felt bad on purpose, but like I don't know, you know, like I don't know, it's hard to explain because it's just shitty. It was just shitty, like it was just hard to watch. Like it was. I don't know about you, but like the auditory stuff really made me mad.
Yeah, every scene they didn't cut out the background noise or just didn't add up.
It was just like I was like, and then another thing was nothing, and then another, and I was like, what the fuck? And then almost like all the pseudoscience, global warming-y shit.
Yep. Yeah, I get you, man. Look, this was my first time watching it in full, and like you go on Letterboxd, and everyone that I follow on Letterboxd has given this a 0.5 star rating. I I understand that this is a horrible piece of cinema. Like, it honestly feels like a school kid made this film. But, and this is going to sound shocking.
Like, what is the story?
Yeah.
No, like the story behind the film. Like, why does it exist?
I didn't research it that much, and I kind of wish I did. I've got some trivia about it, so that might answer it. But it wasn't until like the 58th minute or something like that until the birds came. But I don't know. I was a little invested into the two characters, like meeting each other and then starting to date and then really falling for each other. I don't know why. I was somewhat invested into their romance.
I completely wasn't.
I had a feeling, and most people weren't. I don't know.
They're just so wooden and so boring, and like everything like was like, oh, it looks like we sold this for $100 million, and then she's like, oh, I heard you were going to do that. That's good. And he's like, yeah, I wanted to. Now I have $100 million.
The best line that made me laugh was when he first
She's
meets
taking
her.
a shit?
No.
Okay.
When he first... It's something so fucking random, but I don't know, it just made me laugh. But he meets her and says, I think we went to school together. And then she says something and he goes, so did you grow up in this town? Like, wouldn't you know if you went to school with each other?
And then, like, it just... Like, is it bad on purpose? Like, is it... I don't know. That's what's frustrating to me. Like...
Well, you don't know if it's made poorly.
I feel like they're intentionally acting bad.
Yep.
And it's hard to watch. And I don't know if I'm in on the joke or not. You know?
I get you.
Like, yeah.
I get you. Let me go for some trivia for this movie.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the fight. So, due to the film's limited budget, director James Nguyen, I don't know. Okay, there you go. The G is silent, apparently. Was unable to hire a full-time film crew. As such, cast members performed the tasks that a crew typically would. In an effort to make the film more professional, Nguyen made up names for crew members that appear in the credits. James Nguyen spent 4 years making this film.
Really?
After the Sundance Film Festival rejected the film, James Nguyen put banners, fake blood, and fake birds all over his van, then drove around to advertise the film. Eventually, he caught the attention of Severin Films, which distributed the film. Lead actress Whitney Moore, that's the main chick, took over the job of makeup artist after the first two hired makeup artists quit after the first 2 weeks of filming. When advertising... yeah?
He was legitimately trying to make the best movie he could make, and this is what came out.
I think so.
Because if that's the case, that's funny. But it's still just hard to watch.
Yeah. When advertising for the movie title was painted on the side of a truck. It was intentionally spelt wrong. It read BIRDEMIC. Why would you intentionally spell it wrong?
I don't know. That's why I'm like I can't decide whether it's bad on purpose.
Yeah. On the commentary, Whitney Moore said that they did not get permits to film at specific locations, instead just showing up.
They didn't.
Yeah. They just showed up and sometimes got kicked out. She said that at one point they were filming on a public... This is fucking up. This is fucked up. She said at one point they were filming on a public jogging trail and James Nguyen started yelling at joggers who were getting in the shot. Moore told him not to yell at the people who were not associated with the film, and he responded by refusing to talk to her for 3 weeks. He gave her directions using her co-star, Alan Barg, as the intermediary.
But it's a hard word.
What did I say?
How? Intermediary?
I don't know. I can't remember. But that's like fucking. That's like preschool shit. I'm not talking. You're not my best friend anymore.
Maybe he does think it's good.
I think so.
Maybe he's like, this is rad.
Last bit
and I found these really cheap effects. They look great.
Yeah.
And I found this sound effect I can use for birds. And I'll use this in these other two sound effects. And I found these plastic, what looks like BB guns. For guns. And just do muzzle noise.
The sound of those guns got to me more than the birds.
The birds were getting to me. And then just like...
Yep.
So many times it looked like he was just so unsteady filming. Like, if he was the cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah,
like, there were so many shots. Like, I remember when they're in the woods talking to pointless woodsman.
Who had to leave.
Who lives
in
a picture of... Yeah. Oh, no, a cougar or whatever the fuck. Or a mountain lion.
I hear a mountain lion coming. I have to go.
Yeah. And like... Like it's fun to rip it apart, but it's like it was bad to watch because there was so much nothing happening. But then it was like a picture of a tree, no, a picture of a house in a tree.
Yeah,
and it looked like there's like it looks like all these makeup effects came out of a fucking show bag.
Yes, it does too. Yeah.
Like, it just looks like those makeup effects and that fake blood.
Yep. It probably was. Last bit of trivia here is the film was produced with a budget of $10,000, but the distributors had spent more on marketing than it cost to produce the film and purchase the rights.
Did you know there's 3 other Birdemics?
I do, and I'm kind of flirting with doing the other 2.
Oh, we can if you want, but if they're easy enough to get,
I think they're all on Tubi.
Okay.
So yeah, all right. We've heard our thoughts on the 2 movies. Now it's time to get into the fights. So we have 5 rounds here, and we're going to decide which is the worst. Even though I kind of can already pick which one's the worst.
Yeah, me too.
Round number 1. Yes.
Are we ratings now or ratings later?
Ratings
or are we
later.
doing rating? Okay.
No, we will, but later.
Okay.
All right. Round number 1. Which film was the least entertaining? The least.
Birdemic. Birdemic for sure. Like, there was so much of the movie where the birds didn't even show up. And even when the GeoCities ass looking fucking gif of a bird shows up, it's just a gif of a bird.
Yep.
And I don't know. Is it did he just look up bird gif?
I think so. It seems like it.
It's literally it looks like someone's MySpace page from 2003, where they're just I really like eagles. It's in the background's all fucking eagle gifs and shit. Yeah. It looks that quality. Anyway, yeah. So
I am agreeing here. Troll 2, I think I kind of wish I watched Troll 2 first.
Yeah, me
to
too.
see, because after watching Birdemic, Troll 2 was a nice dessert.
This is great. I was like, man, what a movie.
Yeah.
Also, I have a question. Do you know what happened after the bus? Were they peeing on them?
I don't know. I don't really know if that was bird puke or bird piss that turned to acid. I don't know.
Yeah. And then that never paid off.
Yeah,
nothing pays off in this movie. They just introduce people and they leave.
Yeah, pretty much. And then
Or
so
die.
do the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there something I missed at the end? They just leave, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's never explained why they leave. Which maybe they do in the sequels. So maybe we should watch the sequels.
Maybe we have to watch them. Maybe it's all part of James Nguyen's epic Birdemic trilogy.
Maybe.
Quadrilogy? There's 4 of them.
But there's 4. I thought there was only 3.
Birdemic 4, Garden of Paradise.
What year? I'm pretty sure one was released last year.
Doesn't have a year.
Maybe that's in production then. I knew one came out in 2022. I thought that was number 3. Anyway. Yeah, so I think... Yeah, look, Birdemic's annoyed me at the end, with just the sound
3 was
design.
2022.
Yeah, okay. So there must be a 4th in production then. Yay.
Yep.
I wonder if they get better.
No.
Maybe they get better. Maybe it's
I mean, not from the ratings.
Okay. All right, so we both 1 point each for Birdemic.
Yep.
All right, next round we've got worst acting. Look.
Look, I feel like we know where a lot of these is going. This is a, you know, when you feel bad for someone in a fight, where you're like, he shouldn't have been in this class. Like, how is he like? I know there's weight classes and stuff, but this dude's just pummeling him. Yeah, look, Birdemic by far has the worst acting. Like, I mean, just the main character has no sense of urgency whatsoever, even when things are like Birdemicing. He's just like, you know, just like blank face shooting things, watching that muzzle gif go off.
It seems like you're more annoyed with this film than I am, which makes me so happy.
It was I don't know, just a waste of time.
So,
but it sort of makes me a little bit happy, because I was like, was this made bad just to be bad, and then that's the joke? Would
that make it better for you?
No, because then I feel like I'm being made fun of. But if it's like genuinely this was this dude's best effort, and he's like, this is my bird masterpiece, then that's kind of funny, because then I'm laughing at him.
Yeah, I get ya.
Whereas, like again, like Velocipaster, like I feel like they knew it was like a wink to the audience that we're doing a bad movie, like that, like they set the tone with the fucking insert special effects here kind of shit, you know.
Yeah,
and then it was funny, and then they went completely ridiculous with it, doing things that would have cost a lot more money than actually having a proper special effect.
Yeah,
there, you know, like constructing these giant cheap looking things, and like it sort of felt like it was paying homage to these terrible movies, whereas this didn't. This is just terrible.
Yeah. Well, with Birdemic, it honestly seemed that none of these performers are actually actors and just friends of the crew. Like, the delivery and timing is completely off in every sentence. Quite honestly, like, acting in 4th grade pageants is better than Birdemic. And like, take the main dude, Alan Barr. He's so wooden that
Alan Barr.
Like, I honestly think a mannequin could have done a better job.
Yeah.
But some of the lines were fucking funny. Like that tree hugger dude. I hear a mountain lion. I gotta go back to my house. You better get to your car. And then you just... I gotta give a shout out right now to our friends in the Padded Room podcast. They reviewed this movie probably a couple of months ago now. And every episode since... Darian would always say, I hear a mountain lion. I gotta go. And then you just go, rawr, 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 rawr. And I would fucking piss myself laughing every time he would do that. It just made me laugh so much. But
I really liked, hey, where's Becky? Or whatever her fucking name was. She's taking a shit.
Natalie is watching her back.
Yeah, and then she goes to bend down. She's fully clothed.
Yeah. It's...
Like, was she just going to shit her pants and clean it out with toilet paper? But no, a bird happened, and she fell over.
But then at the same time, like Troll 2, the lines in Troll 2, like one line that made me laugh so much that my wife's like, "Why does that make you laugh?" was when the mum was going to the little kid, "Sing me that song that I like."
Oh, yeah,
And
I laughed so much.
I was expecting him to like start singing like Amazing Grace or something like that, but he just starts singing "Row, row, row your boat." And probably the best line besides "Oh my God" is "Double-decker bologna sandwich." No! Think of the cholesterol!
And he's like,
Just chowing down.
hey, look, they're bad actors, and like the daughter was definitely giving me like theater actress vibes,
Yeah.
where she's like, he better pick me over his friends and shit. Like, so it was like, but it was like at least they were acting.
That's true. The reason I'm going to give Birdemic is, well, number one, I do think it's worse, but number two, I feel like these actors could have given us a better performance if the script
Yeah, I
was
feel like-
written better.
I feel like it was script issues, and the director didn't care, and it was like, okay, you said it.
Yeah, and also he didn't speak English, so a lot of it was lost in translation.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright, so that's...
I even think that for Birdemic, I think he didn't command a good performance out of his actors.
Yeah, he's probably a fucking first-time director who doesn't know what
Like,
he's
I
doing.
think he was just like, yeah, that's good, they said the words. All right, next.
Exactly. Alright, so that's 2-2 for Birdemic.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Which film has the worst effects?
I actually quite liked the effects in Troll 2.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
The trolls look horrible.
I know.
The witch's lips look like something coming out of a show bag.
But I'd just seen Birdemic. Do you know what I mean? It was like...
Yeah, okay.
What's it like? It was like getting forced to eat a bowl of human shit, and then someone gives you, I don't know, cornflakes or something.
Wow.
I don't know what's something like really fucking like average, like a just a bland food, like a poached chicken breast,
Brussels sprouts.
unseasoned, Brussels sprouts, and you've just finished eating your bowl of human shit. And then someone brings you Brussels sprouts, and you're like, you know what? These are pretty good compared to the bowl of human shit. So when it was like the effects were like fucking, I found this on a news agency toy rack, prosthetics and fucking GIFs with like 12 pixels.
Yep.
I was like, oh wow, they actually put some effort into these ones. You know, so I feel like everything is skewed. Yeah, I guess like in the grand scheme of cinema, Troll 2's pretty bad. But yeah, like I'd just, eaten a bowl of human shit.
I want to cut that line out just there and just use it out of context everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Yeah.
better than a bowl of human shit. Look, man. Look, the effects for Troll 2 are not good at all, but you're going
Not
up
good.
against Birdemic, which...
Yeah.
You were spot on. The birds look like a GIF. And the birds, every time they're attacking the people, it doesn't look like they're attacking. It looks like
from the
they're...
back.
Yeah, and it looks like they're humping them. Like, yeah. Their wings all do the same thing. Oh, man.
Don't get me wrong, if I watched Troll 2 by itself, I would have been ripping shit on it probably.
Yeah.
Like, the green stuff that they were using does not seem like it stayed wet for very long, so it seemed
Yeah.
like they had to keep like painting them with green, which I thought was funny. But it was just like, I don't know, it was also practical effects, so I kind of loved that too, even if they were shit.
That's true. All right. Fourth question we have is, What is the worst story? Now, I will say that Troll 2's story does not really make sense. But
No, because if they want to eat plants, there's fucking heaps of plants.
yeah,
Why do they need to turn people into fucking plants? There's heaps of plants.
yeah,
Also, how did that popcorn thing happen?
yeah, and what? Yeah, I don't know.
In what world do you get that much popcorn out of a corn kernel? Like
I mean,
a single corn, cob corn, not corn kernel.
She was a witch,
I guess she is a witch, so I guess she has super popcorn powers.
But that guy who got the popcorn all over him, that was that like the worst thing that happened to him during the whole movie?
I think so, and then he was like, "Oh, I've had enough popcorn.
No more popcorn." Like, okay, compared to everyone else, you did all right.
Yeah. Also, that old milk looked gross. Yeah.
Yeah, it did too. Yeah, but okay, we're going up against
Also,
Birdemic.
I'm giving Troll 2 its again for effects of Troll 2. Apparently, green icing is plants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. So Birdemic story. Okay. So Troll story was at least somewhat interesting. It had some shit going on. Whereas Birdemic 2 was I don't know. I legitimately don't know what happened. Because it's half the movie is a love story that's of the two most boring people in the universe. And the other half is them running away from birds and getting other people killed.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Why the birds, they seem to heavily say global warming. Why they went away, I guess it got too warm in the end, maybe, is why.
Maybe.
Why did the scientist man show up and then leave? And then the other forest man show up and then leave. And then the friends that they introduced and seemed to spend a lot of time with at the start are just dead.
Yeah.
The mum, completely pointless, other than to talk to the girl. Lots of nothing.
Yeah.
It was just fucking point. Everything was pointless.
Pretty much. Yep.
So, I don't even know. I don't how desperate do you have to be? Do they even pay you for this? Is there even money to pay the actors?
I didn't know. I didn't look into that.
They're
much.
working hours and hours and hours and hours a day.
Yeah.
To make this. Poor Whitney.
She has gone on to do other things too, so that's impressive.
Yeah, Whitney's not a bad actress.
She could do better than Birdemic.
She's bad in this.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's one of her first acting jobs.
Probably.
But again, that's why I'm was he directing her bad on purpose, or was she just mad and she's I'm just gonna give the worst performance ever?
Maybe that's what it is, because he wouldn't talk to her. So
maybe she's just all right, well, fine, blah 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 blah, and he's good, wrap it, filmed, sorted, done.
Pretty much.
Can you see the girl who's saying the words? Yep, cool. Can we hear the words? Yep, done. All right, print it. Let's get it into editing.
But
Or maybe let's not. Maybe just shot it all on one fucking tape and has stickers of birds and put them in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Birdemic story leaves too many questions unanswered. So that's why I'm giving it the point.
I'm also giving it the point.
All right. There we go. All right, last question we've got is worst music / theme. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a quick break. We're going to listen to the theme from Birdemic. And then after that, we'll listen to the theme from Troll 2, and we'll decide in a second. Okay, so Apparently, I cannot find the Birdemic theme, but some of the music that was played in the film sounds like a complete rip-off of popular songs. One of them was Imagine by John Lennon.
Yep.
And the music score used in Natalie's photo shoot imitates a flock of seagulls wishing I had a photograph of you song. Which I don't know that song, but apparently that's part of the trivia. But yeah, there was many times where I'm like, the fucking score, like the sound was just John Lennon's Imagine. Imagine all the people. Like that song.
Yeah. And then there was that bit with that dude singing a song for two people in a restaurant. Okay.
Hey, it's hard times as a musician, okay?
I guess, yeah. Real hard.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to take a quick break to listen to the Troll theme, which I have found. So we'll listen to that and we'll be back with our thoughts. So that was the theme from Troll 2. It's actually not half bad.
It's not half bad. Doesn't match with the kind of tone of the movie at all. It just feels like, hey, can you write us some music?
Is it just
And
me?
they're like, yeah.
Is it just me, or does it sound like the intro for a fighting game on Sega?
Yeah, legit. I was getting like fucking Mega Drive vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm with you for sure.
Yeah,
it felt like a Sonic level or some shit.
It could even be like a pro wrestler's theme from like the early 80s or the late 80s or something.
It was cool. It was not scary or adventure-y, or it was just like...
No.
It felt like, fight music or fucking some kid like riding a skateboard through the suburbs or some shit.
Yeah.
Different movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Completely.
So I think we can agree that Birdemic has the worst music.
Yeah, it even just like by lieu of barely having any.
Pretty much. And when it did, it was just a carbon copy of songs.
Yeah, and then there was that like piano loop that was just played over and over again before the fucking start of the movie.
Yeah.
Like in the opening credits, I'm like, oh my god. Fucking, why is it so long?
So, okay, that rounds up the fight, man.
Is that it?
Do you want to know the scores?
Sure. I'll tally up. You tally up Birdemic, and I'll tally up Troll 2.
Okay.
Alright, I'm done.
So, okay. What's the worst movie out of Troll 2 versus Birdemic? According to us... I can't
work it out until you tell me.
Well, okay, the score was out of 5.
I mean, I can't just state the facts. I'm a scientist. Oh, wait, no, I can't just state something without having the facts. Or whatever the fuck that science man said.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the score was out of 5. So Troll, equally, this is Troll gets a total score of 0 out of 5.
No points. 0 points. You suck. Boo.
Which sounds horrible, but it's not in this case.
Yeah.
Birdemic is a total of 5 each, so that's a total of 10 all up.
Yeah, you want to think of this one more as like a golf type scoring system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
more the worse.
Yeah. So,
I said our first ever clean sweep.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it is.
We've never agreed on anything so perfectly.
No.
As this movie is the worst movie.
And I'm a little upset because I wanted this more of a tighter fight, but yeah, dude, this was fucking...
It should have put up more of a fight then, maybe.
We both agree that Birdemic is the worst movie we've watched so far.
Yeah, genuinely,
So-
because it's barely a movie.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know, next time we do this, I'll choose something that's a bit more closer to each other.
I think if you had like Birdemic and like Incredible Bulk or some shit movie like that.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Is it? Alright, that concludes this fight for the week. Now on to the next thing. I'm going to talk about a found footage movie in my segment, Found Footage Horror POV. Alright, on this episode, I got to watch a movie that I honestly haven't heard too much about. And it's quite a shame because this movie was pretty good. I enjoyed my time with it. The movie I'm speaking about is called The Possession of Michael King from 2014. So the story of this one is, after poor advice... I don't like that plot summary. I'm going to do another one.
Okay.
Michael King, played by Shane Johnson, doesn't believe in God or the devil. Following the sudden death of his wife, Michael decides to make... Shut up. Michael decides to make his next film about the search for the existence of the supernatural, making himself the center of the experiment, allowing demonologists, necromancers, and various practitioners of the occult to try the deepest and darkest spells and rituals they can find on him, in hopes that when they fail, he'll once and for all have proof that religion, spiritualism, and the paranormal are nothing more than myth. But
Take that, you believing fucks.
But something does happen. An evil and horrifying force has taken over Michael King, and it will not let him go.
Well, it looks like Michael King's gonna have to eat his fucking words.
Or does it?
I don't know, you tell me.
So this was cool, man. Okay, this is a found footage film, kind of more in the style of a mockumentary, in the fact that this dude here, Michael King, is filming himself to make like a documentary. This was one of the most different, unique, and interesting possession films that I've seen in a long time. And
And you watch possession bloody films every week.
do I?
Oh no, you watch found footage.
Yeah.
Forgot what we were doing. Never mind me. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. Fuck you.
So yeah,
This isn't Tim's possession corner or whatever.
no, it's found footage.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Dickhead. No, but man, this movie was pretty good, dude. I really enjoyed my time with it. I will say this, I watched this movie with my wife, and I haven't seen her jump so much as she did with this movie.
Okay.
Holy shit, man. She was jumping left and right. This movie, it didn't scare her. It was more... It's very jump scary.
Jump scares? Yeah.
Yeah. But every single one got her. Even the ones you could see coming from a mile away, they got her. So that was a lot of fun watching
She's
this
probably
movie and
just
seeing
like
her
in
jump.
the zone for it or something, you know?
Yeah, like we adapted the environment to fit the horror movie, like
Nice.
turned off all the lights and everything like that. So really spooky environment. But yeah, dude, this was one of the better found footage films that I've seen. And it's a shame that no one talks about it because I feel like more people need to.
Okay.
And if you've never heard of this movie, The Possession of Michael King,
Nope.
I think that you should go and check it out because it's pretty decent. It's not my favorite found footage film that we've done on this show, but it's up there. it's up there. So I definitely recommend this movie. I had a good
Can
time
we do
with
a
it.
wrestling show?
I definitely recommend it. I think it was a good time. So that is The Possession of Michael King. I give this a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
The only reason I'm
that's
down on
decent.
it, the only reason I'm down on it is because, much like a lot of found footage film nitpicks that I have, is that why is the person still filming? There were parts in the movie where I'm like, why do you have a camera?
Yeah.
Or
Put it
other
down,
characters
my
in this
dude.
movie. There's one certain scene right at the end. Actually, it's the last scene at the end where a certain character is holding a camera, and I'm like, why are you holding a camera? That doesn't make sense. But
Surely
yeah.
put that down at this point.
Yeah. So, but overall, man, I had a good time with this movie. So, The Possession
Nice.
of Michael King gets a thumbs up from me.
Hell, that's all it ever really wanted, you know?
Yeah, the thumbs up from you.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to end this show with some questions from our Patreons. We've only got 2 this
Nice.
week. Only 2 people ask questions, which is
I'll take
fine.
it.
Whatever.
I'll take it.
So the first one comes from our good friend Alan Chacha.
Just a
He says, have y'all ever seen Demon Wind? I think it is the second worst film ever made. The worst is Halloween Ends. Oh,
Did we watch Demon Wind?
yes, we. Thank you, Zim, for commenting under that and giving him and us the exact number episode we reviewed Demon Wind on.
Thank you.
Episode 175. If it wasn't for Zim, I would totally forget which episode it was.
It was
reviewed it.
wasn't terrible.
Yeah, that's yeah. Everyone seems to shit on that movie. Like, it's not good, but I don't know. I think I was.
It's
I think
a
I
little
went
bit like,
into
I
it.
know, teenagers going to a house, right? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like B-grade Evil Dead.
yeah, I didn't hate it. Sorry, Alan.
Yeah, neither did I. Like, it's not a movie that I'd return to every day. But yeah, Alan seems to hate this movie with a passion, so I don't really get
Okay.
it. Next question we got from Zim Vader. He says, "What's the deal with?" He said, "What's the deal with the big bad wolf? Is he a werewolf? He certainly possesses more werewolf characteristics than regular wolf characteristics, with the bipedal thing, the occasional wearing of a top hat, and also whole talking to pigs habit. Thoughts?"
Yeah,
I'll be real, Zim.
you're the
I've never
resident wolf
really-
expert.
No, I'm not. Apparently, I'm wrong about wolves.
Did someone argue with you?
No, not like from last episode, but people have before.
Oh, okay.
No, The Howling's the best werewolf movie. No, it's not, cunt. I've never really thought about the big bad wolf to that extent.
Okay.
But, and like, if you want to get deep into it, like, the wolf talks, which could, I mean, kind of be like a werewolf thing, but at the same time, the pigs talk too.
Yeah.
They're like, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
It was like, show me your license and shit.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go with the big bad wolf being a werewolf. I guess I've never really thought too deep about it, but yeah, anything can. We need more werewolves in this world, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, they just gotta bite people.
Yeah. Maybe I should just go to the zoo and get a wolf to bite me and see if it works.
Yeah, why not? Can't say anything wrong with that.
Probably the only thing I get is arrested.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah, it's fair.
Arrested and or fucking like a multitude of diseases from werewolf saliva.
Werewolf
Sorry,
saliva.
regular wolf saliva. I'm assuming all the wolves that we have in captivity are just like, you know, janitors and shit.
Oh shit! The
like-
wolf died. We need another person. What's that cleaner's name?
Yeah. Hey, can you feed the werewolves? It's like, I mean, regular wolves. I mean, shut up. Here, take this meat in there.
Oh, that's funny. I'd take that job. Well, that concludes this episode of the Dummies of Horror for this week. Thank you to everyone who listened. And if you want more,
If you listened, if you made it this far.
if you want more, we have a Patreon page open. Go to patreon.com/Dummies of Horror. We have so many bonus things.
So many.
Hey, I think this month,
Yeah.
instead of doing a bracket episode, we're going to do what you suggested and do the draft.
Ooh, okay.
Horror movie draft episode.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, we've got that. We're going to try and do another Schwarzenegger episode this month.
We doing that stupid Netflix show, or are we doing,
Well, you can't because you fucking got rid of Netflix.
I can still get the show.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should.
Also, I've got it up until the 24th, so...
Okay, so it's probably best we do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that said, I can still get the show.
Alright, so we got some shit coming to you on Patreon this month.
It's the path of least resistance, and Netflix is being awfully resistant lately. You know what I mean?
You like it when they resist, don't you?
A little bit.
On to next week's episode. I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do for next week. I was just kind of going to try to talk to you behind the scenes.
Sure.
But
this is behind the scenes, isn't it?
yeah, kind of. You brought something up
Yeah.
that maybe we could do a preview of 2023 Part 2, where we talk about what movies are coming out for the rest of the year.
Sure. I mean, I've seen so many the first half of the year, so it makes sense to do it again.
Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Oh,
we'll do
honestly,
that.
and I'll try and make a list, and maybe it can be my catch-up episode too.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
I'll try and watch like a handful, because it's going to be trailers for us generally.
Yeah.
So I'll try and Infinity Pool's out at the movies, so I'll try and see that and watch Skinamarink or some shit, I guess. I'll figure it out.
Go watch
Sarah the
Malum
Bone
instead.
Woman.
Watch Malum.
Malum? Yeah, okay.
Do that. Have fun.
You can make me a little mini list and I can try and do it, and then you can be like, you didn't have to watch all of them.
Because you fucking watched 12 movies in a row. Jesus. Anyway, that's it from
special.
us, guys. Thank you. Yes, you are special. Mushroom, have
Yes.
a very special day for a very special little boy.
Thank you.
Dip!
I hear a mountain lion. I gotta get back to my house. You better get to your car. It was very nice meeting you. Two.
You tear my wings, you tear my wings. This is Birdemic. Don't you fucking forget it. Don't you fucking regret it. Who will survive? Why do they attack us today? Flying menace. Have fallen prey to the flying menace, which nullifies my life. Barricade the windowsill, take another sleeping pill.